will have that same pain, but he is not following the pain of the attached to the physical sheath, nor emotional sheath, nor intellectual sheath, nor which sheath he is identified. No sheath at all. I am. So, the physical body may be undergoing various conditions. From our point of view, it is suffering. But from his point of view, it is only an object suffering. For example, I'll give two examples. One is my master's one example, but also another. There was a great yogi in India. One of his disciples was the king of the country. King. Actually, king is the disciple. So one day the king invited his teacher to come to his palace and stay for a couple of weeks and also give him some instructions and lessons and so forth and meditation and satsang. So the yogi agreed. So he came to the palace, and the palace garden, a special beautiful house, was given to the yogi and a couple of attendants to take care of his basic needs. And every evening satsang, like here, and after satsang the yogi will go to his special allotted quarters. And when he goes there, every night he used to have a violent pain in the stomach. And he roll and bow, cry and roll around pain. And the attendant, great yogi, supposed to have all powers, is crying and weeping and rolling like ordinary man. So they when they told the minister that the king's teacher is having terrible pain and is crying and weeping in the quarters. The minister immediately reported to the king. So the king came to see what's happening to his teacher. And when he came just before he heard the cries, weeping and the rolling around and banging. So the king came and the guards knocked on the door. After a few minutes, the door opened. The king came in and saw the yogi was sitting. He was surprised why the king came at this time. So the king said, teacher, I came, I heard some complaint that you had some physical complaint, you got some pain, etc. And I just want to find out if it can help you, because I don't know why you got the pain, what the cause of it, I want to find out. Oh, that's why you came to this room, no? Again. But now the king said, I don't see anything because you sit just like a normal person. So I don't see anything, so why did I heard some cries and sounds, etc. And what happened? Who was crying? At that very moment, the meditation room of the yogi is closed. Inside the meditation room, there was also banging. There was only one person stayed, that is only yogi. Who is in this meditation room? So king asked, who is there? Oh, nobody there. Then who is making the noise? Just temporary thing, I just did something just to temporarily remove the pain. What do you mean temporarily remove the pain? So the king, if you want, you can go and see. King opened the door. Inside, the yogi who is meditating on the tiger skin or a deer skin. The deer skin was jumping up and down with pain to continue rolling back and forth. The king asked, what is this? Why the deer skin is running up and down? Well, king, you came and disturbed my pain for a short time. So I just want to have some few minutes talk. So I temporarily passed down my pain to the deer skin. And so the deer skin is jumping and having like pain. Now when you go back, I put that pain back in my body, just like I put it on the deer skin. Then that's my karma to suffer through this body. I have to suffer that pain. So temporarily, I just want to talk to you. Okay, the king. And when the king went, and the yogi took back the pain, and his body, just like the deer skin, was rolling and rocking. Now this I have seen actually in my master's case too. Master had once terrible lumbago and arthritis, and he was completely bedridden, couldn't move at all, extreme painful condition. That happened during the Parliament of Religion in 1950s, early 50s. The biggest Parliament of Religion, all the religious people from heads from various countries arrived at our ashram, and the master is the chief host who organized this thing. But just 2 or 3 days before the conference, delegates are coming from every nook and corner, and master had the lumbago and was bedridden. He could not even move his mouth. So painful it was. So doctors advised him to rest. So that's all that normal day. But what happened on next 3 days? Now he has to give the public address, and he has to inaugurate and give the presidential inauguration address. And our ashram is like here, Ganges Bank, and from there the hills, and over the hill is the main ashram. So from here to all the way to the Ganges Bank. And master's cottage is on the banks of the Ganges, and he has to climb up to the top of the hill, just like here, like the tent. With his back, he could not even move. He's from the bed to get up even. And now how he is going to, about 300 feet, he is going to climb up and deliver. It's impossible to sit or stand. So we were worried and we didn't know what happened, and the doctor said there's nothing we can do. He has to rest to get the information down. So we was given all the medicines, but nothing happened. Then 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock is the opening day, and just half an hour before, master just got up from his bed. We thought, what is he doing? The doctor said, that's no good. So he walked up, he got up and took his usual things and walked up all the way toward the tree and went and delivered address, and then he sat for another 2-3 hours for other delegates to talk, and then he walked down and then came back, and then he lied down again because he could not move. His body is unmovable. But that only one time he used his power to counteract the pain. There may be pain, but he did not show externally. Why? Because there was an extreme and urgent important thing, because delegates come from, in the preparation for 2 years it took to prepare that, and that particular day, he must be there to get that motion, the particular conference go on. So he did this only once in his life. He tried to remove the pain. I don't know whether he removed the pain or he is able to suffer it, yet he wouldn't show it outside. But when he came back, he was bedridden. He could not move again. As I said. Yes. You ask the nurses who work in the hospitals, etc., how do they feel when they come out? They are very tired, but anyhow, naturally they got somehow the body, by sleeping, by rest, by walking, by recreation, they do recharge in a very improper way. But you can recharge it. You give. Serve. Love. Give. But the give in English, there are 2 meanings. Give or give. So when the people say give, oh yes, give to me everything. Because master said, give me that class, give me that money, give me everything. That's not the give here. Give your energy, your psyche, and then you can give. But if you have proper mental attitude and spiritual person, the infinite storehouse of God's power will come to this body. You don't have to worry.
Knowledge can really be transmitted to a great distance. Though such genuine healers are rare. Prana can be stored up in the body, especially in the solar plexus, as in a storage battery. This prana we constantly inhale through the air we breathe. Though prana is found in all elements, most of the prana we extract from our body is found in its freest state in the atmosphere. In ordinary breathing, we extract this prana only very little.
It's like oxygen.
But when we concentrate and consciously regulate our breathing, we are able to stir up in our various nerve centers and brain a great amount of prana. Various powers of the advanced yogis are due to the control of this stored up prana. The main storage battery of the prana is the solar plexus in the navel, and even the brain receives its energy for its function from this source. He who has abundant pranic energy radiates vitality and strength, which can be felt by those coming in contact with him. Many psychic powers come to a yogi with the practice of pranayama. For a real yogi never demonstrates these powers. By demonstrating such powers, one not only loses the powers, but also one gets terrible reaction. Pure man who has controlled the pranic energy has the power of bringing it into a certain state of vibration that can be conveyed to others, bringing in them a similar vibration. These kinds of powers are used purely for good purposes by the real yogis. Magnetic healing, faith healing, are performed in this way without any selfish motive. Such great people will not even accept thanks in return for their service. We knowingly or unknowingly use the power of prana in our various daily activities. When you visit a sick friend who is having pain over his body and head, you often unconsciously put the palm of your hand on his forehead or stroke gently over his body. You are at this moment unconsciously trying to transfer your pranic energy through your palm to your sick friend. Just see what happens to you when you fall down and knock your knee accidentally. The first thing you do is to hold the breath, and then you hold the knee tightly with your palms. This is an instinctive act. The real fact behind this is that by holding the breath, you are able to get an extra supply of pranic energy, which you unconsciously transmit to the knee through your hands. When you want to lift a heavy object, you again hold the breath automatically. So lifting needs more energy, which you get by holding the breath. Thus it proves that breathing plays a great part in controlling and regulating the pranic movements in the body. All of us know the fact that the speech of some persons penetrates the heart of the hearers, while the speech of others will bring no effect on the mind.
Why? Why you sleep when you hear my talk, and when you hear some comedian coming and talking, he is able to wake up. True yogi, he speaks, his bulls are charged with Prana. That penetrates, so you don't mind to sit for hours and hours. But another person will give beautiful, eloquent lecture, and what? Nothing. That's because he has got no prana, nor he is putting any energy to that.
Though he speaks beautifully, in the former, the speech is charged with prana, and in the latter, it is merely intellectual. The great prophets and saints had the most wonderful control of prana, which gave them that sort of tremendous willpower that brought thousands towards them and made them think as prophets. They could produce a tremendous amount of prana, and their thought vibrations were charged with pranic energy that gave them the power to sway the world. All willpower arises from the control of prana. All the functions of prana will have to be learned and mastered slowly and gradually under the guidance of a truly. By proper training, one can find out the fact that there is more or less supply of prana in one part of the body than in another part. The feeling will become so subtle that mind can feel where there is less supply of prana and also possess the power to supply it. This is one among the various functions of pranayama or yogic breathing.